2001, Larry Ham, Scott Robinson, and I were commissioned by the State Department to be the official United States ambassadors of jazz. We were essentially a drummerless trio, so they sent us to Africa. IndiginAfrika is a group of about 40 kids between the ages of 7 and 15 who come from villages all around the city of Accra. Our first trip to Africa was amazing. We visited 11 countries in 7.5 weeks. Music was everywhere. Part of our duties as the jazz ambassadors was to conduct music workshops in every town.
Bring them in, okay?
The best and the brightest local musicians would come to share musical ideas. There was a great variety of musical styles, but it didn't matter. We wanted to show our audiences that our music was not inaccessible at all, and it can fit in the global sense, anywhere. So, if we heard a musician or group that was really great, we would ask them to come up and perform with us on stage, in concert. It was our first night off in 4 weeks. We were invited to a local festival in Accra, Ghana. Everyone told us we had to hear these kids. Their name was IndiginAfrika. It didn't take long for us to realize that their music was great. And even though their music was complex, we knew that there was a way that we could blend our musics together and it would fit in perfectly with our mission as jazz ambassadors. So we talked to their director, Mr. Afari. We set the date, and we brought the kids in for a rehearsal for our most prestigious show at the National Theatre of Ghana. We were happy that these kids were interested in American jazz. When we found out that they had an arrangement of Ellington's classic Take the A Train, we had to play it.
They're the jazz ambassadors. Absolutely first-rate. A first-rate audience in Accra. You can see where jazz comes from, and you can see where it's going.
IndiginAfrika.